Hello everyone, hope you're well. Yeah, just thought well, it's been a while since my last video, so I thought I'd quickly do one. I've done a few videos, I've just not posted them. I've not been in the best sort of mindset, so I'm hoping that this one is better. Yeah, so I've been up and down all year with my emotions. Started off this year all right, obviously with the my old workplace bringing in the facial recognition and going back into days, it was a bit. I was a bit annoyed. I was. I knew what was coming. I was expecting it, but I was annoyed. I enjoyed that workplace, and I enjoyed the people that I worked with, and I knew that eventually I would be getting the boot. Well, now I'm. I'm not annoyed. I mean, I am annoyed, but I am frustrated. Is probably the best way to put it. I don't feel scared, but I'm angry. I'm very angry. I've been up and down. I've been depressed. I went on my honeymoon. It was about a month ago now. We will be there. Actually, we might be coming back by now. Um, and it was really good. Like it was amazing. I was so happy. It was just very relaxing. We enjoyed the place. It was in Crete. It was amazing. Rhythmno it was called. We went to Old Town in the city, and we were about 15 minutes on the outskirts of that place. But what a beautiful place it was, right on the beach. Oh man, really, it was really good. So I felt like it was just amazing. But now coming back, I just hit this downward spiral. It got worse and worse, and it's like reality hit. I was struggling to get money in, struggling to get motivation to go and work, because I just feel like I don't know what I'm working for anymore. Materialistic things don't excite me. They don't. I'm not a consumer. I don't. I don't like nice things. I mean, I'm in a nice-ish top now, but I've had this for about 7, 8 years. You know, I make things last. I don't like buying new clothes. I can't remember the last time I bought. Well, I bought a hoodie actually because it was on offer for 20 quid, TK Maxx, and I liked it. Or is it? Yeah, I think it was. It was on the day I was going on my honeymoon. I thought I need to get something nice, and I ended up just end up. I bought a t-shirt that I sent back, and I got a hoodie that I liked, which I do like. I wear it all the time now, but that was all I got. The rest I just used that I've had on the last few holidays I've been going on for the last 6 years. I am a tight ass, or I say I'm a tight ass. I just don't like going out shopping. I don't know. I don't understand how people can do it. I'm not into fancy shit. I'd be happy in a simple life. If I didn't have the things around me now, then I'd be happy in a field in a tent. I just get attached to stuff. That's my problem. Um, yeah. So I came back and my head just went west. I, I just, I just didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know what my purpose was. I didn't know why we work and do the jobs that we do that don't really do anything good. Like, I just don't, I don't know. I just feel like that most of the stuff that makes money, there's no purpose in it. It's not really making this country better. And I think with the government allowing things to happen this year and not doing anything about the some of the religions that's coming in to this country and the obvious takeover of what's happening, it was eating away at me, and I was starting to get really sort of worried. Yeah, because I don't want anything to happen to my wife. I don't want anything to happen to my daughter, and I can't be with them 24/7. I can't protect them 24/7, and I don't want to put the fear into them. So I kept burying it, and it got worse and worse. And I was trying to talk to people online, like why they had their thoughts, and they would just find an argument rather than have a debate. It's like they just didn't want to give in. They had their beliefs, but I just feel like they didn't even try to understand the situation that's happening in this country. And these are people that uh, are my friends. These are people that are close to home. These are people that are clever people. I thought I'd see what was going on. And I just think like I've been wanting to move out the country for years, and now I'm like I don't want to leave out the country anymore. I need to stay and figure something out to help. And a friend of mine said, there's nothing you can do, Aidan. You just have to just do, control the things that you can control." But understood what was going on, like can clearly see there's certain things happening that are worrying, but then says, there's nothing we can do about it, so we just need to control the things that we can control. And everyone, most of the people that are on that path all say the same thing. You stop worrying about it because there's nothing you can do about it. Well, I'm worrying about it because if there's nothing we can do about it, then we're going to be living in a very shitty future. And that really does worry me. I don't want my daughter to lose her future freedom. I don't want any of the children that are walking on this planet and are not born yet to be born into this world of full control. People for the past 10 years have been saying, I don't want to bring kids into this world. It's going to be so much worse in the next 10 years than it has been ever. The control in England now, the surveillance is absolutely ridiculous. It's uncalled for, it's unnecessary. If it was if London's one of the most surveilled cities in the world, then why is it got such a high crime rate? Why are people not being done? Maybe we need to start looking at changing the laws and the rules before we start asking all the innocent people to give up their freedom. Why why are undocumented people coming to our shores being paid for and housed in better clothing than I've got? How come they are being allowed to come over those shores, and then the 55 million working class men and women in the country have to then give up not only their freedom but their children's futures freedom as well, so that when their kids grow up old enough to go to work, they then have to go and apply for a digital ID? Why can't we just stop the men coming over and the women, if there is any, coming over to the shores? I haven't got anything wrong with immigration. I just think the numbers are too high. I think illegal immigration needs to be completely shut down. I don't understand how anyone can be allowing that to happen or stand with people coming over and allowing them to do that. It's not right. It isn't right. It's not right that men are coming over and people are supporting them, saying, yeah, but they're fleeing war. But what about the families that they're leaving in the war? That makes them very selfish. That's not how we do it in this country. Our culture is completely different to theirs. The Titanic is a great example. The men always stay on the boat last. The kids and the women go first. It's just how it is. I mean, it doesn't seem like, I can't think of any other way. I can't think of leaving children and women on a boat and then getting on a boat myself to save myself. I think you've got to be a really, really nasty piece of shit to do shit like that. Whether it's religion or what, whatever beliefs you've got, I don't care. It's down to human nature, your moral high ground, and I would be the last person on that ship. Sheree and Roshan would have been gone. They'd go. I know they're safe. They're safe. That's fine. I'll go down with the ship. Or I'll stand here and fight the enemy and make sure my home is safe for them to come home again one day. But no, there's people that are allowing these men and then sticking up for these men to come over. I do not understand that. And what's upsetting me, what's really eating away, is there's people that I am surrounded by that think that that is a good thing. They think that the men coming over, and if there is women coming over illegally, undocumented, we don't know who these people are coming over, is a good thing. And I just think that's mad. I think the people coming over to learn education in our country is good. It brings some payment in, but it's not coming back to us because we're paying more every year. So it's not benefiting us. They are going away and taking those skills abroad whilst we're getting hardly anything from it. Even if they're coming over for 3 years and paying 100 grand, the taxpayer's not seeing any benefits from that anymore. So it's not working for us. So immigration needs to be looked at and changed because it does not help us anymore. We're taxed so high right now, and it looks like we're going to be taxed even more. In fact, people who are looking to flee this country could be taxed 20% of what they own, which is making it harder for people to leave. It's just madness. It doesn't matter what you want, they are taxing you on everything in England now. It's disgusting. It's not needed. The only reason why they tax you is so that they can line their own pockets. And the best way to tax everyone for everything is to have a digital ID. Although he said it's not compulsory, if it's not compulsory but it's mandatory to work, how am I supposed to pay for my mortgage if I can't go and get a job? And then they'll say, well, Hayden, you need to go and get your digital ID. But I don't agree with it. I think it's disgusting. It's completely going into your special data, into your own security. Our biometrics are less than 1 in 64 billion. That's like thousands of years of humans walking on this planet, and not one of them has had the same ID as me. Not the same face measurements or thumb measurements. I just think that it is just way too sensitive to get data like that and put it into one place. They can switch your data with other people if the system gets hacked. A hacker can swap your biometrics with someone else who could go and commit a crime. And if you've been sat at work all day, you go home and get a knock on the door, it's your biometrics that's popped up that day doing the bank heist or whatever, you're going to prison because the computer never lies. Remember the 2020 trust the science? You know, the science was wrong, but no one paid the price for it. You just have to look at medical records. The crime's up. You just look at the statistics over the past 5 years. You can see heart rate, heart issues is up, cancer spikes are through the roof. Why is it all happening after 2020? The diet's not really changed much. So what changed in 2020 to start it? I don't want to. I'm not going too deep into that because that is obviously, you know, one of those things that you need to look into yourself and make your own mind up. But I've made mine up, I could be proven wrong in 70 years. Is it 74 years now or 73 years when they release all the data on everything that happened in 2020? So we won't know unless I live that long. I don't think I will, but my daughter might, or her grandkids will. Well, yeah, I just think that unfortunately, there's that many people that don't like the idea of facial recognition, that are burying their heads in the sand, that aren't prepared to not be able to work. They will succumb to fear and they will give up their data and allow the foundations of digital ID in, and their kids will be struck into it. They're trying to normalise it in schools now with the thumbprint system for dinners. Every high school that we went to look at for my daughter all had the biometric system in. And I've told her what I said before, is that your thumbprint is a 1 in 64 billion. That anyone else will ever have that. No one in generations will have the same identity as you, though. And you've got to let them know that you do not want to give that identity up for a school dinner, because it's mental. It's absolutely mental. And they'll tell her that, oh, don't worry about it, because they change it into numbers. If they scan that thumb is gone. It doesn't matter. They can say that it's deleted, but it won't be. It'll be on a system stored somewhere, sold to a third party. And whether you ask them to delete it or not, it is stored away for when they need it. So I told her, no matter how much they pressure you into doing it, just say, I don't need to do it because I'll just have packed lunches. And I will happily make her pack lunches for the rest of her time in school. But then that's it. She leaves school and wants to go to work. How does she get a job? How does she get a job? She doesn't want to do digital ID, so how does she work? She doesn't want someone else looking after her life, so how does she get a job? And that's the same with all of our kids and grandkids. It's insanity allowing this into our country. Look, I'm going to leave it at that. I've talked a lot about stuff in this. Hope you understand some of it. It's probably not the nicest video, but yeah, I'm just trying to find out how I can stay in this country and find like-minded people like myself who will stand together and not allow it. And if it is forced on us, I want to make sure that when I lose my house, which is a sad thing, a sad thought to think, that if I lose my house, I've got somewhere I can go to help. Because I'm a hard worker. I love grafting. My dad's a farmer. I get it from him. We've graft. That's what we do. We're hard workers. But why would I be a hard worker in a country that doesn't care about me? Why would I give? It's like a business, isn't it? I left my old job because I made them so much more money than the other lads, but yet they said they didn't want to give me more money because it wasn't fair on everyone else. And I was doing 3 or 4 vehicles a year more than the rest of the lads. I was also doing everything for the guy in stock so that everyone all had their own carpet kits. So not only and wiring kits, I was doing everything. And like that place has crashed. That I left and it all come crashing down. Why should I carry on doing that? Why should I keep working for this country when it doesn't want to care for me and my family and what we think is right and wrong? If people want a digital ID so that they don't have to have the name shouted out in the pharmacy, which who gives a shit, then you go and do it. If you want to get a chip in your head or in your arm, go and do it. If you want to do that, you go do it. But I don't think that it's fair that 55 million people have to do it mandatory to be able to get paid to pay the bills and the mortgage, when it's thousands of undocumented men coming over the shores that's the problem, when it can be fixed easily. So easily. That's just one of their excuses. But that's the one they were going with. Let's just see where it changes. Let's see how long it is until they start getting the media to call out the un-ID people are murderers, or your children are getting killed because of these men and women that don't want digital ID. They're the reason why these train stabbings and Gates party stabbings are happening. It's because they haven't got a digital ID. Boo them, boo, boo, make them get it. They need to get it. They're granny killers. That's where it's going. That's where it'll go. It'll start off with bribes, like in Germany, when men got bribed into going and getting stuff for a free night with a woman. Oh my, it's mental. It'll start off with people you can't work. Then if you can't work, people start robbing. Or if you start robbing, you get done, you've got to have a digital ID anyway. Or if you want to go and gamble, you've got to have a digital ID. If you want a packet of fags, you've got a digital ID. They'll go for the addictions. Then they'll go for it'll all, yeah. I'm not going to go into it, but we need to all stick together now. If you watch this and you think that digital ID is a bad idea, please don't bury your head in the sand. Don't bury your head in the sand, because it won't go away. Stop trying to control the things that you can control, because it won't go away. Unfortunately, we've got to figure out how we all stick together, meet together, and stop it together. But you can't do it when everyone around you has their head buried in the sand, and the ones that haven't think that everything that's happening in England's great, because it's not great. It doesn't matter where you go in England now. Go to any town in England and ask the locals, is it any better than it was 20 years ago? No, it's not. Things should be getting better, not worse. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to carry on because I could ramble all day. Take care, everyone. I will put this one up now. And yeah, if you can, I can't believe I'm asking this, just like and subscribe. It might get a few extra views, and hopefully I can find more people that want to say no to digital ID. I definitely have a shadow ban on my account. My partner's told me. She's looked at my stats. I don't know how she does it. And she said, like, your stats were here, you were popping up on all sorts, and then boom, it just disappeared. Like, my videos don't go anywhere now. If you are a stranger and you stumble upon this video, thanks for watching it, and I don't know how you found it, but I'm very grateful. Maybe someone's shared it to you or asked you to watch this, and it's probably painstakingly awful, but I just need to do these little videos so that I can get things off my chest and try and get a broader audience, because me talking to one person doesn't work anymore. I've done that too many times and it's just a waste of time. I'd rather do my 20-minute, 20, 30, 40-minute videos now, and hopefully it hits 10 people. If it hits 100, great. If it hits 1,000, fantastic. If it goes beyond that one day, and then I've got a group of people that have said no to digital ID and say, oh, I saw your video, it helped me realise, great. But yeah, I've got to do my bit. We've all got to do our bit. So yeah, and voice your opinions on YouTube. It doesn't like certain stuff. I say all sorts of stuff, so my videos never, they just never go big. But I like to just get out what I think. I like to get my thoughts out there and hope it'll change one day. Yeah, take care, everyone. Speak soon. Bye.